Hey everyone, how's it going? KG here. Today I'm going to be your guide to walk you through these LG OLED TVs to help you decide which one is going to be right for your situation. These are going to be at their all-time lows right now because Black Friday is coming up and we are going to have the Black Friday prices in this video. And as of right now, these prices are live. So you can go out and buy these TVs right now. And if you do, I do have affiliate links in the description if you are interested in helping out the channel while buying your next TV. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now let's get into the lineup. I want to start with the LG B5 and we're going to work our way up from there. The LG B5 is the entry-level OLED. It's kind of like a value OLED is what you can think of it is, but it doesn't perform like a value or budget TV. It's still an OLED at the end of the day, and this TV is going to be a satisfactory, guaranteed TV for most people. And what I mean by that is like if you get this TV in your house, you're most likely going to be blown away by the picture if you've never had an OLED TV before. Now, the only reason why you wouldn't want to buy this TV is because you already have an OLED TV and maybe you have a C series that you're looking to just upgrade from. Then the B5 probably isn't going to be the situation for you. But if you're anybody else that has an older TV and it's not an OLED, this is definitely going to be a good upgrade, especially if you're not looking to break the bank. And I think this is one of the best deals in OLED TVs right now. You can get the 55-inch for $9.99. You can get the 65-inch for $9.99. And the 77-inch is $15.99. And if you need an 83-inch, then you can have it for $19.99. These are ridiculously good prices, and it's hard to not recommend this TV at these prices. There's not too many sacrifices being made with the B5 choice either. You still have 120 Hz capability for your console gaming needs, and when it's all said and done, it's an OLED TV, so that means you're getting really great black levels, and if you're watching in a dark room, it's going to be hard to get a better TV than this, unless you're willing to pay more for more brightness and color capability. But for the most part, I think this is going to be the solution for a lot of people. So look at the B5 if you are looking at an OLED TV and you really don't know the difference between these three. But I'm going to help explain the differences between the three. But I do think the B5 is going to be the right choice for most people out there. So as we go up in the lineup, we get to another W OLED with not too many enhancements here, and that is the LG C5. This sits in between the B5 and the G5, and it's really their mid-range option, their option that is going to give you a lot of brightness capability, a little bit more than what you would get out of the B5, for example, but definitely less than what you're going to get out of the G5. So it's kind of that middle ground, and it doesn't really have any color capability enhancements like the G5 does, and so it's going to be priced in a realm that also has something called QD OLED, which is quantum dot OLED from other competitors out there, and that is going to be one thing that you're going to have to keep in mind when we're talking about the LG C5. It may not be the best bang for your buck in this price range. That said, the LG C5 is a great TV. How could it not be, being an OLED TV like we just discussed with the B5? But the discussion is it worth that much more than the B5 to get the C5? And I would say only if you really care about these two things. If you need 144 Hz capability for a PC gaming solution, for example, then the C5 will make more sense over the B5. If you care about a little bit more brightness than the B5, then it will be a better solution than the B5. But there is going to be better TVs in this price bracket, in my opinion. I just think that the C5 is a good TV overall. It's just not going to be the best offering. Like the B5 is arguably one of the better OLED TVs you can buy for the price in that price bracket. But the C5, I can't say the same exact thing. And if you're not just set on LG, you can look at the competitors, which does offer a little bit more technology for your money and just an overall better picture quality than the C5. But the C5 is not a slouch in picture quality. I do want to make that clear. It still is an OLED TV and it still does get very bright. It's just going to be lacking compared to the competition in the mid-range category. And if you are looking at other TVs, I'll have buying guides for those brands as well as we go through the whole entire entire situation with TVs and which TVs are going to be best for you during this holiday season, during this Black Friday. And for the prices on the LG C5, we're looking at 42-inch at $999, 48-inch is $1099, 55-inch is $1199, 65-inch is $1399, 77-inch is $1999, and 83-inch is $3199. So let's move on now to the LG G5. As we move up to the LG G5, we get a lot of improvements over both the C5 and the B5, and we're seeing things that we don't see on those TVs, like 165 Hz capability. If you are a PC gamer, then maybe that is going to be interesting to you. Another thing is going to be the extra brightness that the G5 can pump out. This is using a brand new primary RGB Tandem OLED panel. So this is going to give you more brightness and color capability than the C5. So you're going to pick this TV if you're looking for a more premium option. On top of that, you also get the 5-year panel warranty, and with the TV, you will have a wall mount in the box. This could either be seen as a positive if you are looking to wall mount your TV, or it's going to be a detriment where you're going to have to buy a separate mounting stand if you're not somebody that's going to wall mount your TV. Now, when it comes down to the other things you'll find that the G5 has over the C5, is going to be a better processor overall. Although the processor itself can make things look a little bit over sharpened, and if you're not into that look, then that may be something that you want to steer away from when it comes down to the G5. That said, there is a really good chance that a lot of people actually like this look. It is a more processed look, and so faces look more detailed. You can kind of see the pores on people's faces. It has that 3D-like effect to it when you're talking about watching TV. But on the downside, it can also bring out things like film grain, for example. So it's a kind of situation where you may or may not love this processing, but I think a lot of people are going to end up liking it more than hating it. Another thing is, if you are shopping in this premium category, I do think that the G5 is one of the better values in the premium category. I think it is competitively priced compared to the other premium TVs out there in regards to their Black Friday price. It does seem like they have the lowest price. Now, prices are subject to change, and sometimes things do change, and competitors match these prices. So look into that if you are shopping as a whole in this premium bracket. But this is what the prices are for the LG G5. So in the 55-inch size, we have $1999. The 65-inch is also $1999. The 77-inch is $34.99. The 83-inch is $49.99. And the 97-inch is $24.99. Now, it looks like the 55-inch and the 97-inch have not had their Black Friday prices, and I don't know if they will get a Black Friday price. 55-inch is one of those where sometimes you just do not see a lot of sales on it, but if I had to guess, $17.99 would be the 55-inch Black Friday price, and the 97-inch would probably be maybe around $19,999. But I will say this, it wouldn't shock me if the 97-inch didn't go on sale. That said, I don't think many people are going to be buying a 97-inch OLED at these prices, especially if you factor in that the 97-inch doesn't have this enhanced primary RGB tandem OLED technology like the other sizes have. So now that you know all three, which one should you buy? And that question is going to really depend on your situation. But hey, I would love to know what you guys think. Tell me in the comment section below if you have any specific questions regarding these TVs or any TV at all. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to keep watching buying guides for Black Friday or any other TV comparisons, I will have videos for you right here that you'll definitely want to take a look at. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.